Hello guys, good evening. Welcome to General Chat again on Queensville. I've had a great week this week. A few bad things happened, a few things have gone wrong, which I'll explain later in the stream. Tonight I have got my juicy blackcurrant juice tonight. Yes. My week has been great. First thing I have to tell you guys, we have some news about this release of Dead Inside. We may be delaying this release for a little bit longer. That's all I can say. So if you are wanting this CD, we are now going for a new release date for it now. I think we're going to do it probably this weekend. Next weekend we're going to do it actually. Joy was meant to be coming in today to do it. Unfortunately, she's been ill. She's been ill all week actually, and the heat's been getting to us as well. It's been a very hot day. So anyway, plans are Saturday, next Saturday. It's re-recorded. So it's going to be released the following week. So the 11th of May is not going to schedule now, but it's okay. Plenty of time for it to do. That's fine. So Dead Inside is released in a week's time, which we're on schedule for. And yes, we've completed all the tracks, and yes, we have done everything, and it's been going good. And ST Entertainment has been very successful. My Facebook page, when I launched it a couple of days ago, wow, what an unbelievable thing of people have come forward. Auditions have been good. We've had loads of people interested. We basically have been busy. I am seriously being busy. So, first of all, before we go to any of the Queen stuff, and before we do a general chat, I want to show you guys what I've been doing for the past couple of days. If I just go to my thing, I'm going to show you a poster that I actually designed just a few days ago. And if anybody is watching the stream tonight, get in touch. I'm going to basically show you what I've done this week. It's been busy. A new advert has been posted onto Facebook on my ST Entertainment page. Link is in the description in the video, by the way, guys. Yes, I'm putting links in tonight. And I have got I've just been basically really busy. It's been really good. So, just going to see if the advert is here. This should be it. There it is. I have to readjust it a bit because it is way too big for the screen. So there we are. Oh, apparently this has now come back on my studio stuff. That was meant to happen for a start. I'll just sort this out in a second, guys. Just 2 seconds. I'm still getting used to this OBS stuff, I'm telling you. Still trying, guys. Still trying. There we are. If I put my camera now back on here, and that's it. So this is the advert that we've been running for over a week. Within a week, I've never had such a good response from people. People are coming forward with some demos of theirs. They are really interested in wanting to do work with me on some projects, and cool. So basically it just says ST Entertainment's been going for 3 weeks, and I'd like to hear any demos you have. If you're singing karaoke tracks will be good, or original music is written in the styles of 80s rock, metal, gothic, EBM. Ages between 20 to 30 would be preferred, even if you wanted to be the next star on the label. Also, I do live streams from my own home studio with the best digital techniques. Send me any recordings you have on SoundCloud, or if you're singing anything, and you can join the team on the page. And you can email me at sitwithtez@live.co.uk, or visit the ST page on Facebook. So that was designed just this week, and I've got a lot of interest to do stuff with people. So if you're watching this, guys, if anybody out there is wanting to be involved with this, go to my ST Entertainment page and see more information. And if you are interested, you can also give me a call on number, but number's not open from this weekend. Tomorrow we're not open, and Monday we're not open. We're back on open Tuesday. So we are back on Tuesday with live streams. So if you guys want to go and see that thing, head over to the page. I'll put the link to this in the video description at the bottom. So guys, it's time for our general chat tonight. The chat is open tonight. Hopefully we'll be resolving things tonight that we did last week. Last week we talked about a lot of things, especially with Mark and his Queen collection. I didn't get an update of that yet, actually. Mark has been on Facebook, but he hasn't been in touch. So I hope he did watch that stream last week, and I hope that he did respect that I had to say that, obviously, to a subscriber that was really, his Queen collection should never ever have been touched. But I'll give you guys an update on the next stream when we try and get an update for it soon anyway. So I'll try and get a follow up of that in the next couple of days. So, I suppose you guys want to know what's been going on with myself then. I have just this week has been great. We've had some good things happen, and we've had some news today. And I don't mind saying this actually, because she doesn't really watch YouTube a lot. Yesterday we had an audition yesterday for a singer in the studio, and it was great. She did a good job of it. The audition was fantastic. She signed, but after 24 hours later, I get a message from her saying, unfortunately, I don't want to sing. And I totally do respect that, actually. The fact is, she was too nervous to really think she had a voice. Don't get me wrong, the voice was brilliant. But I was very, very happy with her decision. And Bethany was going to join us for another album. Unfortunately, she has decided today to not get involved, because basically she says that it's not really she really doesn't like studio work and albums, and she doesn't want to go and perform. She's very, very nervous, and singing in front of people was very, very, very hard. So I do respect her decision, but don't go out with it, guys. We are still looking. Maybe you could be the next star on our label. Give me a call. Give me stuff. But please make sure you're actually around Sunderland. Don't make sure you're anywhere in Newcastle or somewhere, because it's expensive. but I was a little bit thinking about it this morning. But obviously, she's made a decision. She said, I don't want to sing, and I totally understand. That's absolutely fine. So if Bethany is watching this, thank you very much for your great input you've had, and I really enjoyed it. It's so good. Yeah, and we'll see. But we will keep you posted, guys. Majority's album is still going ahead. 2 projects are actually in production at the minute. I've done a 3rd project as well, which, if you guys have seen my previous streams, I will get the chat in a minute, guys. I'm just telling things first. I will get the chat in a minute, guys. So don't go off the stream. I will get the chat. I just need to talk about my personal things first. We are looking now to do a 3rd project now, actually, with Passion Records stuff. Now, I've actually been in touch with, well, I tried to get in touch with Ralph T, and there's no go with him. I've realised that the Passion Records writings credits, Nigel Stock, is disappeared off the planet. I don't know where he is. And I wanted to do a project with all of Nigel Stock's writing on it, and I found every song of his stuff and I've even heard demos of them singing, and I've started to do 2 tracks, Rival Love and In the Name of Love Trap, because two songs, Love Trap and In the Name of Love, are actually 2 things that we are actually going to do, and I'm really, really, really excited to do this one. And it's unknown tracks that you've never heard of. If you heard them on YouTube, well, my version is going to be more gothic and 80s and sounding phenomenal. So that's coming up, but that won't be released until probably like November time, because we have to do some photo shots, which I'm getting. I've actually been speaking to one lady who's Polish, and she is agreed to do some photography for us for the albums and things and stuff, which will be fantastic. We've even planned a video shoot as well for one song we're bringing out, and we're planning also to do a lot of things. So I've had a great creative week. The bad things that have happened, I will tell you later, because there's something that you guys are not going to know anyway. But I will tell you later on what's been going on. Because I had a weird week, but I had one thing that happened this week, and I was not happy with it. I'll tell you later anyway. Let's go to the chat room anyway. Good evening to Digi the Robot. Digi the Robot. The Robot. Digi the Robot. Hello. Eurovision is coming. I'm so excited. Eurovision is... I'll tell you in a second. I hope Surrey will win. I have no idea who it is. Is he even reading the chat? I just said to you guys, I talk about problems first. I'll get your chats in a minute. Take your time, please. Eurovision. I hate Eurovision. I hate it. I said this on... There is a chat going to come up tonight, by the way, of the music scene, right? And I'm really going to backfire on what happened to me this week. And I'll tell you later how it is going to be. We'll go to a little moment, things later on. Eurovision is crap. But I will say this, though. One good thing about Eurovision is it's not fabricated. But Eurovision can be, you love it or you hate it. And I really don't like it at all. I don't like watching those things. And I do respect the people who go on there and they do for your country. They say the UK is going to win. The UK never wins. Sweden won last year. The Eclipse won last year. Well, they came 3rd or 2nd, I think, they did, with their song Hurricane. It was at Runaways. And they were great. And I think Eurovision is very good, but I don't like it. I don't like any of the music on it, because they think it's going to be a successful song to write. Pencil for Eurovision, would it be there? Is it something that we need to hear? Why would you want to buy it for? So, Eurovision, love it or you hate it. Eurovision for me is a no. I can't stand Eurovision. It's just something that I can't get my head around. I mean, the UK, we go for it, but do we ever win? No, because they hate us. They absolutely hate us. The only last time we won Eurovision was when they did that song "Love Shine a Light" by what's her name? Katrina and the Waves. Never even knew that they were going to be entered for it. But that lead singer, fantastic. I love that song. Is pretty good actually. It's a good rock song actually. It's not, and that's not like fabricated. It's something they actually wrote. Katrina Rue, who was the original writer of that song. But they wanted it. But at least they didn't say you've got to sound like Eurovision. It doesn't sound like Eurovision. It sounds like a very uplifting hard rock song. It's very good, and that was the best one we won actually in the UK. Well, I would have thought it would have been American. But she's American, obviously, to sing, but I think she's really, really good at the ranges she does. I do like Katrina and the Waves. I like their stuff. I like their things. I mean, I can't stand that happy song they do, Walking on Sunshine. I just hate it so much. I don't know why people always say it's like a rock and roll song, but it's kind of like it's just a happy song just to love the sunshine and go out and party and just to even really love it so much, which is good. And I really think it's a good song, but it's played too much on radio. And their last song they brought out was Sun Street, which was based on a TV show. When I don't know what was going on with that recording when I recorded it, because the recording sounds like really loud. It just sounds so distorted. I don't know why they went so loud for it. Maybe they went a bit too overboard with the production. But they're a good band. They're good. But they no longer perform. Because they retired at the scene, but they probably got back into it and went, come on guys, get back in the studio and write something good. Everything else. One of the Eurovisions, one of the song, you probably won't know, guys, that actually Blackmore's Night covers, which was phenomenal. The song by One More Time and called Highland, and that actually went into the Sweden chart. And then all of a sudden, what happens? PWL, Pete Waterman signs them. But a good song. I don't like the original. I love the Blackmore's Night version. Blackmore's Night. Oh, and I welled up so much when I heard it. I went, oh, why is he covered that song for? And I think, good job, mate. And Richie Blackmore is brilliant. Blackmore's Night is such a good band. Richie Blackmore could just do any song in his style of rainbow, and the style of melodic rock. And I got into them actually by Chris, because he said check out Blackmore's Night because they were really there. Actually, it was off that TV show, the top 10 TV show on Channel 4 they used to show. That was a brilliant show. That I wish they kept going with that show for a while until they made that worst one. It was called Top 10 Soaps or something. It was called crap. It was. But the music one was the best one they ever brought out, and I wish Channel 4 would release that actually because it's so good. And even with Blackmore's music is phenomenal. I mean, the early Rainbow stuff I love. I love Stargazer. Everybody loves Stargazer because Stargazer is so classic, and and the Rainbow stuff was good. But going into the territory when it's a shame that it went downhill after JLT came in, Julian Turner came in and ruined it. But one song I like the only song I like of Rainbows, apart from all their best ones, it's got to be Street of Dreams. Is just phenomenal. I really don't mind Julian doing this, but if they had a better singer and I had a better thing for it, it would have worked. But I mean, he went through a depression time, but he still does because he thinks he's not going to make it. And JLT's a fabulous singer, but I don't like when he did. I don't like it when he did that other thing he did. One other thing I did like was Graham Bonnet. And he released an album called, his own solo album, second solo album was called Night Games, was on it. Phenomenal album. Brilliant. And I love that song Making Love as well, which just really, really sounds like Perfect Strangers. And that is just like top notch. And he did an album of, he did an album called The Book. And on the second disc, he re-recorded all his solo material, including the new version of Since You've Been Gone, which Blackmore allowed him to. He asked Blackmore first if he could do it, and he did. And he got the royalties, and he paid royalties for it as well. And he did a fab. And the new version of SOS was a little bit better, but the original was even better. But it's good to recreate them things. So he's never lost that voice ever. That voice is amazing. Making Love is so good. Here on the Rainbow Down to Earth album, I mean that's a hell of an album. That is phenomenal. how the hell it got with all them and one might credit though on that song, that Eyes of the World song, not the Fleetwood Mac version, the Eyes of the World song that was done by Rainbow, the original Rainbow, was actually co-written by Roger Glover. I don't know why Glover and Glenn were thinking, maybe he was kind of saying, let's write something ourselves and let's try with Graham, and it did, and it's phenomenal. Any other bands that I like, or not like new. I like classic bands. Nazareth, phenomenal. Last album the last album they produced was No Jive, limited release in Germany. Never was released in the UK. But they are trying to come back to their normal sound. But what happens is they kind of just think they are very good at it. But because Dan McCaffrey left and then they replaced it with another singer, the new stuff's not good. That Telephone one I made was bloody horrendous. The one I tell you what song, and I never knew this actually. There's a song on the No Jive album called "Tell Me That You Love Me," and I thought that was a cover song. It isn't. It isn't original, but it's based on an Irish jig. Nazareth is brilliant, but I wish Dan McCaffrey came back and did his thing. I even like the solo work as well. Dan the solo work's amazing. Because they have their own label, Mountain Music, Mountain Records, and very amazing stuff. And then what happens is, and this is what happens to some people, compilations. Okay, Nazareth brought one compilation out. Love Hurts was never issued on the album, so it wasn't issued on anything because it's owned by A&M Records, because they signed a deal in America and the UK with A&M Records, and they never released it on anything. They never ever released it. They only released it as a single, but never ever released it on a compilation because they don't own the rights to it. It's A&M Records, Universal Music owns the rights to that song. But if they had brought it back out, it's brilliant. It's one of their most brilliant ballads they've ever written in their life, and it is personal. It's personal, that song. It's I think it was about a breakup. I think Dan's breakup with a marriage or something went on with that, and that was really good. Yeah, the Jim Capaldi version was not. I wasn't impressed with it, to be honest. It just sounded like we're going back into like territory of listening to something that we don't really want to listen to. But for what it's worth, it had to be recorded, and it had to be done. Maybe it was just done as a thing. I don't know. They're thinking, oh, we'll try and do it again and start. Why? The original's better. Jim's version's pants. Just a little bit too. Mama told me not to come with a 3 Dog Night. Which 3 Dog Night, I really like this. The Guess Who I love as well. Very short-lived band actually they were. There's a lot of bands I like. There's a lot of new bands I like. There's a lot of old bands I like. One band to this day. Did I say any more? Really bizarre today actually, because I was walking with a dog and we went and I heard someone was playing Bohemian Rhapsody in the house. I was passing by with the dog and all of a sudden, what do we hear? Freddie singing and Bohemian Rhapsody is playing out the window. I'm thinking, oh my god, and I'm just going, Mama, ooh. Didn't sing, I went, and it was That was a moment. That was a moment. But what happened was somebody had put. I think he must have been playing a game on it or something because he was playing his PS4. But you could tell that guy was really into his music. I'm thinking, good mate. Good mate. So that's why kind of the music scene for me, I stay with that music scene. It's just, as it is, it's so good. That's why at the moment I'm writing with Jodie on her albums now and doing a nice good old 80s production, a bit of 80s AOR classic rock feel. My live streams on Facebook have been really good. People are liking it actually. We've got 2 things considered for single releases. We've been mulling over releasing either My Best Days and Driving Down the Road Again as 2 possible songs we want to do, and we were thinking last week to do a video shoot for that, just for Driving Down the Road Again, and I would love to do that. That'd be so good, and because I'm talking to somebody about actually coming to film it actually, which would be good, very good. Gentlemen, chat tonight, guys. You know the drill by now. Just chat to me about anything you want, and if the subject's good, music if possible, because music is what I love. We'll be here for quite a while tonight. I'm going to make the stream a bit longer tonight because last week the stream was 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I tried to play it back yesterday, last week, and I couldn't because it says you only have 2 hours to watch it. It's like, what? So we'll be here until 10 o'clock. Why not? Let's open the doors up. Let's get the air cleared out. Especially with the thing I'll talk about later on, which when we get down to the nitty gritty of something. And if you are wanting to know that nitty gritty thing, 7 o'clock I'll tell you what it is. Because I wasn't happy with it. Now, while you guys are getting ready for your chat and anything you want to talk about is fine by me. There's something else I was meant to say. Queensville. I have to apologise. There was not going to be many streams of Queensville happening at the minute with the Queen news because I've just been so busy working on these tracks and stuff. So here's the plan we're going to do. The next live stream on the general chat room, we are going to do Queensville live. So you guys can keep with the news of Queen and everything else. But I to be very honest with you, it's kind of hit and miss because there's not a lot of news I can tell you really on Queen. Apart from the Queen Convention coming up this year, and that's going to be really good. Queen Extravaganza was supposed to be touring as well this year as well, but they've had a problem. They've had a something happened with them. I don't know what was going on with them. So something happened with the singer or something. I don't know what's going on there. The Freddie Mercury movie, by the way. Gaming Heads joined. He'll come for half an hour and he'll just disappear. How you doing, my man? Nice to see you again, mate. I love this guy. Love this guy. He's a good guy, actually. We hope he might be getting that John Bond person as well, because he was brilliant. He was. So yeah. So yeah. Anything you want to talk about, guys? Queen? Anything? The Queen movie, the Freddie Mercury movie. Have you heard the recent? Did you hear about the recent thing happening with the Queen movie? The Queen movie? The Queen movie? That? The Queen movie? The Queen movie has been. I don't know what the posting was. I can't remember what the posting was of it now. Something about the Queen movie or something, saying about film and release date or something. I can't remember what it was. But something about the Queen movie came up on Twitter this week, and apparently they said that it was either going to be a flop or it was going to be a successful thing. So kind of, I still think that it may work. It may work. But you see, the thing is, Queen fans, our Queen fans, Queen community in Queensville, we didn't really have to say this, right? Look, I think that because I'm eating sweets, by the way. I'm eating Fruitellas tonight. Sorry, Fruitellas. This Queen movie thing is this My Friend American movie or whatever it's going to be. I think this could be a flop, to be honest. But if this lead person is going to come and do it, then let him do it. I can't see anything bad happening to it. Brian May's just produced the movie and he said, getting welled up and thinking, God, this is going to be good, and see what's happening. It is actually from Live Aid, as I understand, going up to Wembley, because they're doing the Wembley parts as well for this. My point of view is, if you're going to release something on film, that's going to be really, really good. Release it on film. But at least don't let it be a storyline. Don't let it be scripted. Because that's the thing I think Brian didn't want to do, was a script. Keep it real. Keep it very real to what it's made for. And then they'll say, oh yeah, we'll do that, and it'll work fine. Up to you guys. If you want to talk about that tonight, guys, let me know. Need to shut the windows because there's a lot of noise outside. But the Freddie Mercury movie thing, let me know what you think about it. There's something for you to think about until 7 o'clock. So I tend to tell you my thing. Anyway, Gaming Head says, these rumours are unnecessary in my opinion. Just wait till they release it. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the deal. As soon as Queen Online say something about it, and they do it from there, then all this week I've been doing is phrases. And this. I've just been in a good mood all week. Apart from the fact it's been hot though here in the northeast, it's been hot everywhere. This heat is getting unbelievable, and it's been really, really hot. And Devon's lying behind me as well because she's fine. Freddie Mercury movie thing. Oh, yeah. I would say, yeah. We'll wait for the press release first. We'll wait till 3 AM in the morning. See what happens with it. And then if it works, then it will. And if it doesn't work, then we can say what we like. But you'll get an idea. I will say, I'll say this though. One thing about it is, at least you guys will know on the Queensville, the day it comes out, you'll have a massive review about it. Even when I see the film, when I go and see it at the cinema, which I might do, because I have 3 cinemas in my town. There's a cinema actually over in Bolden, which is just 20 minutes away from me, and it's and that's the, I think that's the City World one. And then there's the Bridges one in Sunderland. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it's General Chat tonight, guys. If you just tuned in, basically it's me again, and tonight, yes, it's titles on there, by the way. General Chat. I'm going to start putting tags on these as well now for these things, so you guys can chat me anything you want. First time subscribers, welcome. Thank you very much to everybody viewing the videos on the last couple of weeks. Wow, you guys are loving the videos so much. Fabulous. Angry Penguins had a little bit of a, yes, I've had a problem with the Angry Penguin video that we did in Muddy Grubs. The Angry Penguin video is still active, but I didn't tag in so many things about it. So that's my fault. But now it's trending on there anyway, so it's fine. Right, Gaming Head says, excuse me. I'm not going to eat a lot of these sweets tonight, by the way, guys. They're very, very strong. I've got this Great Pretender book. What is in your background? In the German version, there is no CD. It is very disappointing. You mean this? Oh, you mean the white one? Okay. This thing. And by the way, I'll tell you when I come back. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, this is the cleaned up one. I say cleaned up. I cleaned this room the other day. It was full of dust everywhere. And also, have you noticed something about the display? Something's missing out of there. Huh? I know I didn't sell it. No, I didn't. This Great Pretender book, as you all know, came with a DVD, Blu-ray. When you purchased this, because this is identical to the Freddie Mercury box set, by the way. This is identical to it, but I don't like this at all. But this, when it came out, the condensed version. You're right, condensed version. Condensed. When this came out, you got a DVD with it, which was Freddie Mercury Great Pretender, without that tagline on it, right? And the DVD would have been here on it as well. But he says, I didn't get the CD with it. You mean this? Mary Turner. Yeah, the Mary Turner interview. No, Germany never got one because Germany, unfortunately, they did not supply you with it because you had to you had to buy that separately with it in Germany, which was a joke. UK got it for free. But the Mary Turner thing, Freddie Mercury, yeah, that's me. I have actually listened to the CD and it's a load of crap. It is just rubbish. I don't recommend it. I mean, the interview's pretty good on it, but it's edited to it's really badly edited. But yeah, yes, you're right. It is the 2000 release. It's just the exact copy of what it is. So if you have got this, this is the exact print inside that book. It's the exact same thing. But what they wanted to do was bring it out because you guys couldn't afford it at the time. Originally, that box set behind me was £120 when it originally came out. And they thought, we know what we're going to do, but let's reissue it, but let's condense it down to £25, and that's a good price. And my point of view is, I don't like it, because they've chopped bits out of it, and fair enough. I mean, I do have to say though, one thing is, they should never have condensed this down. They've just condensed it too bloody much, and the pictures in here are, in fact, when you look at the scaling on this, the scaling in the pictures are awful. I mean, they are just like blurred to hell. But one thing intrigues me is they updated this. This is like the updated version, really, but they put a picture in, but that picture was never issued in the original box set. It was just really, really very unusual. But this thing, if you want to save your pennies, I would seriously go for the box set. Do not get this thing, because this is awful. It's just, it was nice to have, and nice, my mum bought it for me. I don't recommend this at all. I don't recommend it at all. I recommend just getting the long box edition. The long box edition's got all the CD releases, all the DVD releases, all the single releases. This doesn't have anything in it at all. They took it out because they just condensed it too much. And in my opinion, the big box set's better. It's just absolute shit. So, not happy with this at all. Not very happy with that release. But it's just a shame. They ruined something. They bring out something so good, but they ruined something so bad. Not recommended all that one. But anyway, moving on from that situation. Yeah, I don't think it. I bought this book for €10, so I thought, why not? Yeah, as I said, as I said before, you have your good things and your bad things. if things are just good to read and everything else, it's good. That, I mean, I'm not getting that box set out because it is bloody heavy, and I'm not gonna go. You've seen the video. There's a video on there actually on my YouTube page. I am going to revisit that again, actually, and do a better video of it so you guys can know it's going to be good. The video was only just done very roughly. That's what it was, but I had to have the copyright or stuff on it. Unfortunately, yeah, it was really it was a great video to do. I just literally just had the patience to have it in my hands and everything else. Even when I did the book of the black edition is actually up there now. The purple edition is down there. Those two books are still available, by the way. They are available. There's now a third edition that's come out in silver, but I don't know if that silver edition is different. Now, I was mulling over buying that, actually, the silver edition of that version, and it is actually more inside it. It's been extended more. It's the third edition that's come out, and I really am intrigued to find out what's in it. It's interesting. A box set with 10 CDs and 2 DVDs I have. The only thing about, there's only one problem with that box set. The Freddie Mercury videos, the DVD is scratched because someone was playing it. Somebody was trying to burn it or copy it or something, and unfortunately, that's the only thing that's wrong with it. It plays fine, but it's a shame that the discs all got little marks, little scratch marks on it. And I was disappointed, but I wasn't disappointed in what I paid for it. So really, it was fine. But I know some people were still selling versions of it with the bonus features on it. And if you got the original DVD release of it that came out, then you could have got it for. You could have basically got it replaced in there for free, but you have to go by the number on the DVD is different, but that is the same. That is the same one anyway. So that's Devon's dream, by the way, because he's just in dream mode. Dreaming. I could send you the scratch CD digitally if you want. I have actually... No, it's not the CD, it's DVD. It's the video collection. The video collection is the one I have. But I don't want to burn it. I don't want to do that. I want to keep the authenticity of it. It's just what it is. It's just full of scratch marks in it. It's not badly scratched. It's just a shame that I think somebody was trying to play the DVD player and play find out what was on it. I think that's what it was. But for me, it's absolutely fine. But it's fine. It's fine. I know you want to do. You want to send me the ISO image, don't you? Let me put it on ISO. I don't want to do that now. Got to have authentic. Got to have it authentic. But I know some people did sell. As I said, some people were selling them on eBay for like £10 for replacement discs anyway, free of charge, and because you would have got the disc to replace it in a way. But to be very honest with you, the best thing to do if you want to get a good copy of it, try and get the DVD the original DVD of it, and see if it's better than that one. But I mean, I heard in the works from Mark. He said that there was going to be the box set was going to get re-released again because it's going to be condensed again. It's shit. So all they're going to do is they're just going to refurbish it, but they want to bring it out in that format, right? In a smaller version of it, and it's a load of crap. Don't condense it down. It condenses it so badly. But I suppose when you think about it, it's not good. It's not bad because you paid £25 for it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. You can still buy the. You can't. I don't think you can buy the box set anymore. But Discos was selling it for $125, which was the original price of it actually, and EMI was charging a fortune for it at the time. And I think mine was sold somewhere. I don't know who the hell sold it. I know who actually did. I've got 15 minutes until I tell you guys what happened to me. Tell you guys in a minute. I also bought this Freddie Mercury book by Peter Freestone. That Peter Freestone one actually is absolutely phenomenal. The black one, there's the book under there as well. If you can't see from there, but under there is a book. You can zoom if you want to zoom in on the thing. I mean, I could zoom in on here if I need to. That's not a bad idea, actually. Let me see if OBS will actually let me zoom on this. Oh, it does let you zoom in on this. Oh, that's pretty good. Not my head. So if you see from this one here, the Queen one, that is the Underwear is Stairway to Heaven. That's a Led Zeppelin book. That is phenomenal. That book is Queen, the Unauthorized Biography. I think that was Laura Jackson. Laura Jackson wrote that one. Jeff Scott Soto was under there as well. Yeah, his picture fell down, I'm afraid. But if you look at the background here, there's all the tapes I have. And over here is the new stuff here that I've put on there as well. And there's the stands, the statues are there now actually, which is good. So you basically got all that anyway. And to me, it's fine. Okay, let's get back to normal now. By the way, guys, this is my studio. This is the studio that I'm working on tracks on. And you want to see more of that stuff? Tune in tomorrow on my Facebook page because I'm streaming tomorrow. Haha. Yes, I didn't think I was actually. I am now. I'm going to do some studio work tomorrow, which is cool. Yeah, it's cool. So, if you're interested in any of this music thing I'm doing for Geordie's album, then get yourself on Facebook and I'll give you links to the Facebook page later. And if you want to add me as a friend request on there and want to send me a demo, please do. Because I want more people having a great time on that page. Phenomenal. But that Freddie Mercury box set it's going to be relaunched this year. I still think it's a bad mistake to do it really, but if you guys want it though, I mean, get it. If you want to save your pennies, buy the original set of it. It's a shame they didn't release Days of Our Lives. These are the Days of Our Lives, and I'm going to set Mad Yet on DVD. Oh, that's another thing as well. Greatest Hits 3, Video Hits 3. It's never ever going to come out. I don't know why they never released the third one. There's a lot of copyright issues with some of the songs. I think it's because they're not. Queen doesn't own them. Queen doesn't own the videos. I know they own. They own some of them, but Video Hits 2 was really good. Video Hits 1 was really the best one they brought out. Video Hits 1 was brilliant. But Video Hits 2 was good. Video Hits 3 is an issue. It's an issue. They won't bring it out because the thing is, they'll just make a mess of it. It's because they won't release it because the main fact is there's a lot of hidden videos in there. There's a lot of stuff that they can't release. There's Princes of the Universe, which was released in the second one, which was amazing. There's Days of Our Lives was shot in 3 ways. It was done as the main video, Disney version, and the one that was made for VH1. And Heaven for Everyone has never been out either. Neither has Winter's Tale. Neither has, and they should never bring it out again. That terrible thing they brought out. This is the thing I'll talk about. We'll talk about it later though on the show. But this thing. Where's the tape? Yeah. And I'll talk about these later. These things. Yeah. We'll talk about them later. We'll talk them after my problem. But we'll gloss over that anyway. That's the only thing I don't like. I don't like that. They'll never ever bring it out because it's just really just bad. It's a bad idea. But we'll talk about that later. If you guys want me to talk about it, I don't mind. It's something to talk about anyway, isn't it? Anyway, so as Devin is just getting herself sorted out and lying down in the world of dreams. She's funny. Jolie's here. Jolie's here. Oh, she's here tonight. Thank you so much. Oh, praise down that guy or girl or whatever who came on the Jet stream last time. Music is good. Why don't we just watch Devon for a bit? What is she doing? She wants to go you know where. Yes. We'll get back to chat in a second, guys. Right, go see Mummy. Leave me alone for a bit. Bye bye. Okay. Ha. That gets rid of her now for a while. It's just. Yeah, I literally was in mode of things this week. Right. So I'm going to talk about, first of all, before we get even the chats and everything, because I know that John, I don't know what his name is, Johnny, girl or boy. I'll get you a comment in a minute, but I want to talk about something very serious. If you were here last week on the stream, you might have heard that Mark's Queen collection got thrown in the garden. And Mark, well, Mark didn't. I don't think he did watch the stream. I think he did watch it back on the night I did it. He's he literally was very pissed about that. So if you want to know about that, after the stream's over, go back to last week's stream, but go forward a bit to about. Oh, there we are. Jodie sent me a picture. I've got one. I've got one. Jodie, by the way, is not very well at the minute. She's come down with some. Basically, she's come down with some very. She's basically not been very well, so we've had to delay the album again until she's ready and recovered and much better to do that, and that's cool. So we will get a chance to do the album anyway next Saturday. Definitely do it next Saturday. So I'm not disappointed. It's just the fact that the release is taking a long time to find out when she's available. That's all, and it's just really thinking about it. I'm hoping if Wednesday or Tuesday could be possible, I might do that. And later on in the show, anyway, we're going to talk about this piece of crap later on. Yes, because I have never discussed this ever anyway. We'll do that later on. Keep your chats coming in, guys. And as soon as I talk about this problem I've had, then we will get back to your chats. Okay? So I'm now ready to talk about my problem I had this week. Happened last night, and you're going to be thinking, what happened now? Is it like what happened last week? No, this is something pretty pissed me off. If you are sitting comfortably and have a beer, have a drink now, because you are going to hear something that I was told last night from an email I received, my personal email. If you have been following my live streams on Facebook on the live ST Entertainment page, I have been doing projects for people, and it's great. This thing went out of hand too much. I actually said this morning on my Facebook stream, but I will say for you guys anyway. So we are a community here, and we love chatting to you guys. Here's something that I read and like. This morning, yesterday afternoon, I received an email yesterday from a singer, and so we wanted to sign up with ST Entertainment. Okay, I am the owner, I am the producer, I am the writer, and I'm the arranger of the whole songs. Somebody sent a demo in singing, which was absolutely fine. Fortunately, I had to reject it. And the reason I rejected it was because the music I heard was crap. It was crap. I'm trying to say, tell a story, Devin. You're getting in the way again. So, hang on a minute, guys. Hang on a second. Go downstairs and see Mummy. Go and see Mummy downstairs. We'll stay in here and lie down. I've got things to do, Devin. Lie down. Lie down. It's not playtime. Lie down. You just start this again. So anyway, so what happened was I received a demo from this girl called Leanne, and she was interested. She said, "I want to send my demo in of me singing a song," and I said, "Fine." I then received the demo of it. I played it for 30 seconds. I erased it. It was, yeah, you guys are going to realize it's the you-know-what music. It's that music, the chart music, the shit music, the music, the, oh, fuck yeah, hell, man, I got really angry with it. So I had to delete the email, and I didn't want to call it, I didn't really want to contact back about it. So this is what's pissed me off. This is what pissed me off yesterday. This is what got under my skin so much. And I was not happy with it either. And you guys, I want to know your opinion about this as well. I said in my last live stream, the music scene sucks badly. The UK music scene can go to hell. Right? I'm talking about Universal Music and Sony Music. Those guys are arseholes. Why is it, right, an A&R guy wants to sign somebody on their label, and they tell you it's not the producer's decision, it's their decision, the record company's decision. Talking about you. Why is it they keep telling you, from our point of view, from the label's point of view, why is it the managers always keep saying, you have to do this music in this style? I'm telling you now. And I really get annoyed with that. When I work with stuff, I write it, I produce it. If they like it, that's fabulous. Why is it managers have to keep telling you, you have to do this in your style? I'm not talking about Frontiers Records, by the way. Frontiers Records, label fantastic. I'm talking about the UK music fucking scene is sucking arse. And I mean, when I had a conversation last week about this thing, I said obviously I can fuck off and just go and die in the grave, right? I have been, this has been getting under my skin now for over a week, 2 weeks now. And I am sick of all this contracts and people asking for money and doing things you want to do. And I'm not like that. I know what I'm doing. These people out there in the music industry, and I'm not speaking about the metal labels, I'm speaking about the UK music industry, fucking sucks. It does fucking suck. Why the hell teenagers today are not listening to what people want to listen to is a joke. Why do people want to listen to R&B music, chart music? What is the attraction with that? What is it? Is it a way of just getting very pissing people off with it? Is it just a design tool? They have to do that sort of thing. You must release something in this format. You are going to do this. And I'm not like that. And this is why I was really pissed off yesterday when somebody was telling me about it, and I had a good conversation with a guy on Thursday about it, and I have been getting, I got really pissed off with it, really. I really did. And it's not coming from me. This is coming from me as a producer, because what I do is I write stuff, produce it, I do it, I submit it to my friends, they love it, but I'd never ever ever tell them what direction they should go in, because when I play stuff to them, they say they make the decision. The artist makes the decision, not the manager, not a manager and producer. It's the artist that confirms. They say you, and they say to me, I love it, and that's all you need to know. Why do people have to go through management contracts? All this bullshit about Kyle's Sam and Kyle's company can go to hell. Sony Music can piss off. Universal Music can suck arse. And it's something that I was really getting up my skin last week. And I went, and I was doing, I do my admin obviously for this business I'm doing now. And I did all my admin last week for what it was. And I had a conversation with the guy who helped me out a bit on the admin last week, and the first week I did it. And he says, you do realise that people are getting dropped by labels all the time. And I said, are they? I says, well, how comes there is? Because this is with management contracts, isn't it? Why would you, why would you want a manager? Why do you want someone to manage you? To tell you, you have to do it this way. You must do it this way. You. It's all about fucking you. And it's got nothing to do at all with what I'm doing. What really just got under my skin was just all this crap going on, that it's contract, it's video, it's money. You spend more money making the song, the studio work you've got to pay for. Artists have got to pay for that, not the management. Artists have to pay for that, and they think they got to make. They think they'll pay so much money and get all this money that they deserve. They don't. I'm not seeing anybody got paid any royalties from any songs that they've done. They don't write the you don't even write the original material, as opposed to. But I don't understand, why does the UK music scene have to be this way? Why? I just really got so pissed off with this stupid, ridiculous crap going on about teenagers aged between 12 years old and 19 years old are getting into metal and rock in an age they're trying to go into. And people are sick of all of this rubbish. It's just a bad thing for the music industry to go down a fucking bad time. And I'll say something about it from my point of view. If Universal's watching, Sony Music's watching, sort out your fucking lives, will you please? Sort it out. Get rid of this horrible stuff. Why can you not release something that the public would like to hear? Why can you not do that? Why have they got to set all these rules and regulations and stuff like that anyway? Why is it the head of Sony will never ever hear something and you reject it? Why is it not commercial enough to release something that you want to release? Why is it not going to work for the industry you want to do it? Why do you think that I'm not sending this to the UK? This is going to Italy. This is going to Frontiers Records. For real. For real. Frontiers Records would say, phenomenal. Let's make a video of it. Let's do it. And that's a label I really have to say, they are right what they say. You don't pressure you. You make your decision. You make your decision when you bring it out. And I love that label. And they know what I'm talking about. Serafino never, ever, ever says, you will release it on this day. It's actually down to the band and down to their tour manager. And I'm really annoyed at the fact that nothing's getting played in the UK from anything like Issa's albums, Revolution Saints' new songs, Wet album, Jessica Soto, Bigfoot. Why is it getting played on radio stations in the States and on rock radio stations when they're not even taking the shite? No, not taking the Frontiers has tried to get in the UK and has now, and has never ever released for anything from Frontiers in the UK. They don't want it, and that's what really annoys me. And that's what was caught my skin this week, because I was really getting so angry with all this promotion and stuff. Well, you're not promoting anything. Why would you want to spend money on promoting somebody when you're paying? You've done this for free. You've done that. The photo shoot was done for free. CD was done for free. Production was done for free. This is free of charge. Why would someone have to tell you you have to do it this way? And that really gets up my skin. And Jodie will actually agree with me on this as well. And actually, it's something that she said to me last week. And she says, I don't take any shit from anybody, and I don't want to do things. And that's why when I started it up, I decided no contracts. No contracts. I just want it to be an agreement. That's it. As I said to the person yesterday, you're not in a management agreement. I'm not a manager. I'm a producer. And you're going to just get paid royalties for songs. And that's it. And you have your free will, what you would like to do with them. You may take it, you may send it to somewhere, and a band might say, great, have it on, you know. And I really think people should listen to other people's music, not just bands. Stuff like Frontiers Records would really, honestly, would take me on board. And this becomes the pain that hides inside me a lot. Why is it that they try and say you? It's not the man. It's always down to the fucking managers. They think they are clever, but they're not. It's down to the artist. It's down to the arseholes. Arsehole Cowell for a start. He's a prick. He makes the decisions what music he wants to do. Sorry, mate. You are awful. So that's what was up my skin this week. And I wanted to share that with you guys because this is something that it's got me a lot this time. I do have to respect all the rock community, the melodic rock guys in melodic rock. You guys are phenomenal. It's a shame that the UK never gets heard. So I want to end this point and say, whatever decisions are made from Sony Music or whoever's doing it now, have a long good think about it and see what you decide. Alright guys, so there's something for you to talk about tonight. So yeah, that's why I don't like any of this music scene at all. The UK music scene can go to hell. So that was why I wanted to say that tonight. And you guys can now comment if you want to. I'm going to get chat now, actually. Johnny says, what's the new CDs do you recommend? What do I recommend? I recommend that one. I recommend this Geordie album. And if you guys are wanting to get this, you can purchase it actually on Discogs in a week's time. We recommended albums this week. I have to say that Bigfoot, I've heard the Bigfoot single. Fuck. Have you heard the new Bigfoot single? Have you heard the Bigfoot single? Jessica Sutler's managed them guys. Fucking brilliant. And I think he produced the album actually as well. Very good. Where do you get the copy of Dead Inside? Copies will be available from PayPal. We haven't recorded the vocals yet on this yet. Copies available from PayPal at £5 each. You can also buy it on Discogs for £5, and also you can buy it on. We are going to try and hopefully do a stream of it as well, of the album. We have actually done an album mix. If you haven't heard the album mix is on my channel actually. Go back to the one that says Dead Inside Rough Album Mix, and that's where I play all the tracks on the album. And listen to it. Listen to that video. Dead Inside is actually on my channel. Type in Dead Inside Rough Album Mix, bookmark it. All the tracks are there. There's no vocals on it, but it's absolutely phenomenal. That's one I really recommend you to buy the CD. But it ain't out yet. Do all the tracks, but we haven't even seen it. We are considering two single releases to bring out My Best Days. We are seriously talking about that in a minute. Me and Jodie actually decided that on Thursday. And I said, you know what someone want to bring out? Best Days. And she was right. I cry so much that song, it's so fucking pretty. And then Drown Down the Road Again's another one we really want to do. With all these turns and things. And if we ever get a video done of that, I'll tell you, we're gonna kick the arses out of the fucking UK music scene. You watch. My AdSense will go. Be good. I've not heard any of the tracks. No, if you go to my, I'll give you a link. Actually, I'll give you a link to the video if you want. It is on my page. I'll go to my YouTube page in a minute. Just type in Dead Inside album. Dead Inside album. Rough album mix. You need like a poster flyer with a PayPal link or something. I am at the moment. That's actually on my. If you want more information about that, Johnny, you'll have to go to my ST Entertainment page. Actually the designer of the poster was starting to do that next week. We're actually advertising that next week, and we're also bringing a YouTube video out as well. And I haven't got to do the YouTube video of it, but the YouTube video will be posted on my ST Entertainment page. But I'm now considering putting ST Entertainment on here now, actually, for you guys, until you guys can hear the tracks. So if you guys are interested in that, I will do one. I'm going to look at it tomorrow, actually, while I've got nothing. I'll be live streaming tomorrow on my Facebook page. But that's the video there for you, Johnny. If you want to go and bookmark that now, that's actually the whole album. When you get them out of stage, though, don't cry. Do not cry. What is that page URL? That's for Dead Inside. That's for the album. Rough album mix of Dead Inside. That's what it is. So just type in, just click on that link, and it'll just go to Dead Inside rough mixes on it. And I did a whole video of it for like 15 minutes. We actually streamed it live on Facebook, and then I uploaded it to YouTube. I actually did a simultaneous broadcast on it, which was so cool. So that's what it is. All right. The page, by the way, if you want to know the page, it's ST Entertainment. That's on Facebook. I'll give you the page. Like the page, and I will watch the live streams as well. Add me as a friend on Facebook, because I'll do some live streams next week as well on the page, which is going to be very, very good. ST Entertainment 2018. That is there. I should really put all these things in the video now, actually. That's an idea. I might do that actually while you guys are just wondering what the thing is. Let me just put all the links in this video, actually, so you guys can do that. Alright, that's ST Entertainment Limited. That's for okay. And then my other one is I don't know what was the other one. Well, the other one's my personal Facebook page. You can just test Super on it and just do from there, which is alright. So that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Is the chat still working? Chat still work. Is the chat still working, guys? Back to albums anyway. It's still working. Good. Right. Back to albums anyway. This week, I recommend. Go to Facebook now. Right. Go to find my ST Entertainment page. Go to Test Super. I'm using for Test Super, and I'll get it, and then I'll go through live streams with you later on, mate. We've got actually not another album mix to do next week. We'll be cool with it. Good. So yeah. Going back to the chat anyway. Johnny says, yeah, many bands were ruined because of what the label made the band do. That's exactly why I was saying before about it. And then he says, when a label takes your favourite band and makes them sound like whatever is popular, actually at the time ruins the band. No one likes them. It's very weird. It's very weird. I'll tell you something actually that happened to me just today. I spoke to Laurie Mansworth. If you know Laurie Mansworth runs a band called Air Race, and he's a phenomenal guy. And he is not a manager. He's a great producer, and he never tells the band what to do, but the band know their influences for what they want to do, and it's really good. Mikkel's here. Hello, Mikkel. Good to see you again. Nice to see you, mate. Stay tuned. Yes. You missed about probably an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes of the stream, so you haven't missed much. If you want to go and listen to my plea or something else, then let me know. The guys will let you update them as well from it. But yeah, I do. Yeah, Laurie Mansworth watches my stream on my Facebook stream. Seriously, phenomenal guy. Really recommend him. Brilliant. We were talking about the Freddie Mercury movie earlier on, and we're going to talk about something else now that really gets up my skin. As I say, if you guys want to know about the horrible the talk about what's been on through 15 minutes ago, look back at the video for 15 minutes and come back here, because that's a personal thing I had to say. But I just hope that the industry does sort itself out. Because what I understand is I don't give a shit about the industry these days. Anyway, moving on from that situation to products now. Queen products. Worst Queen products. Worst Queen products. Yeah. We were just talking about earlier on about the Freddie Mercury box set. It's due to be re-released this year with brand new videos and brand new interviews on it and stuff, and it's been considered to be re-released again actually for the market that it's doing. And so many, we were talking about the videos for Queen Greatest Hits 3, right? And obviously some people were saying they've never released Days of Our Lives, never released that version, never released Wayne's World version of Bohemian Rhapsody. We've never released Brian May stuff, Roger Taylor's solo stuff, across the solo albums. Never released anything on the Queen side of it anyway for Queen DVDs. And when they said about Heaven for Everyone and Winter's Tale, they were filmed, but they were doing as lyric videos for it, which was interesting. But them two videos look very, very nice, and it's very emotional watching them ones. And Let Me Live as well, which never ever got a video made for it, which is a shame. And this is why I brought this up tonight. This piece of crap. Yeah, this terrible release of this, and the worst release ever, the DVD of this as well. and I think this is is absolutely shit. It's hard to actually it's hard to really discuss this thing. Yeah. It's like I'm doing Angry Penguin for some reason. This thing, right? Has anybody got this thing on DVD and video? Has anybody got this piece of crap? Right. Has anybody got this? Right. This was interesting because there's a lot of things you don't know about this actually. Right. What it was, Jim Beach was approached by the British Film Institute. And what the British Film Institute is a bunch of students and a bunch of directors from the BFI in the UK. And they approach people to do projects, to do things they want to do. And the BFI basically just approach people and say, why are you not making any more Queen videos? Why are you not making any more carry-on films? Why are you not making anything of it? The first thing that they approached was the carry-on film Carol Columbus, which is a bloody flop. But the BFI wanted to try it. They wanted to try something. And they are just terrible at making decisions. This is why I went about the management stuff going before. And Devin, you know what I'm going to do in a minute? I'm going to have to go off the stream in a second. Devin, you've been doing this every bloody night. Go downstairs and see Mama. Go see Grandma. Go downstairs and see Grandma. Go see Grandma. You're not coming back. You're staying out there. The joys of live bloody stream when she's just in the mood. Anyway, so anybody's got this. Nobody's got it. Well, don't expect to say great. It's not. Jim Beach was approached by the BFI by requests by the fan club of the Dutch fan club of the Queen Online International Fan Club Association. Jim Beach apparently was approached by Ben Gibson. Ben Gibson was the guy who did this trashy thing, and basically it was a joint venture between Queen Films and British Film Institute and Hot Property Productions, which was Ben Gibson's company, and Janie Marmos. Basically, what they did on this, they wanted to produce films that would make stories out of the songs that Queen have done from this release of it. Now, I wasn't very impressed with this at all, because there is a couple of videos that are good on this, but there's a lot of videos that don't make any bloody sense. What it looks like to me is, it looks like it's been filmed in the UK in London at someone's back garden. It's been filmed in various places basically. One was actually filmed in Denmark, which is You Don't Fool Me, which actually does actually, I have to say, You Don't Fool Me, the video version of You Don't Fool Me on this is the rough cut. On this one, it's the shit cut. The rough cut's on here. That is the best one, the lot on here. The rest of the films I don't give a shit for. It's just what it is. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. So I don't recommend to get this at all. If you want to go check the videos out on YouTube for this, please do. They're a lot of crap. But the worst one that came out was when they released it on DVD for the first time. What they did was they put a bonus feature on this, which was unnecessary to have on anyway, which was the making of Real Rocky. And to be honest with you, why, I have no idea why they've got it on here for. It's hilarious, but it's fucking stupid. But Jim did not pay anything for this. I don't even think he did, actually. But it is a shit compilation. Apparently this was done in 2003. It wasn't. Actually, it was released in 1997, I think. No, 96 it was done. It's just what they've done on here is they've had a copyright in 2003 as the making of Real Rocky. So why? This thing, don't get it. This thing is awful. If you want to go and have a bit of a moment, please do. But I tell you, this is a no-no at all. The tape version is terrible. The video quality is actually bad on it. The one on the DVD is awful as well. Don't expect to be having a good version of that. You Don't Fool Me on here is fucking horrible. But the one on the VHS version, the rough mix of it is fucking awesome. Especially the way they've done the rough mix of that song, because it's pretty good. But do not buy this at all. Don't buy it, because Jim Beach was furious when it came out. He was fucking furious when it came out. It didn't sell. It did not sell. It just sold. It was supposed to be part of the Made in Heaven album when it came out in 1996, but unfortunately, due to the powers that be, they withdrew it. They've actually withdrawn this now because this thing was just a piece of shit to sell. And why the hell they did this, I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. You've got a guy with an arm. You've got stupid videos which doesn't make sense. Outside that return trip is terrible. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But the best one here was You Don't Fool Me, which is brilliant. And the two seconds, guys. Right, okay. So about that, guys. I'll mute the stream for a bit because this thing, mud thing. So anyway, just see what I was saying about this thing, guys. This thing, no, don't buy it. It's awful, absolutely awful. Okay, we're back. So, it is this tonight. Want to tell me about anything? Please do. We're here till 10 o'clock tonight. Long stream tonight, which is good. Start a stream about 6 o'clock tonight. So, guys, you can just get in touch with me if you want to talk about anything. Normally this time of night we don't get everybody on because it's quiet every Saturday night. They'll be all watching you know what tonight, won't they? Yeah. You were just saying about the Eurovision before. Eurovision's the Eurovision. I don't like Eurovision at all. Eurovision's just too much stupid. Just going on it. It's Right, sorry about that, guys. I had to do a job. So, yeah, sorry about that. I've got Dogsville. What are you on about, Dogsville? This is Dogsville. Oh, you're watching it. Oh, you're watching my pet. Oh, she's tiny. Yeah, Dogsville. Yeah, see a dog for a while. I can do other stuff. Okay, that's it. I'm not going away now. I'm staying in the room. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Who had a question for me before? Johnny Davis. Yeah, you said about what albums do I recommend this time. I actually recommend that new Bigfoot album. Bigfoot's album is brilliant. I also listened. The thing, I don't know what that band was called. Who said Bonfire? Was it Bonfire? Someone said Bonfire to me last time I was on here. Bonfire band. I think it was them. Could be wrong. But Bonfire, I checked them out. Very good. And I did that guy who I listened to from Leicester. That person. Yeah. I kind of really didn't get the vibe. I think I listened to another song of his and I didn't get the vibe. It was a bit naffy. So no, it was good, but it's not for me. Although I did have a Ponder one band. I'm still waiting for the album to come out. Their album hasn't been released yet. I think it's pretty hard. That Kick and Valentina album with Crazy on it and Eat and Run. It's very hard to get. It's very hard to get. I can't get it. Try to get a token for it. Couldn't download it. I don't know where it is. It's gone somewhere for some reason. No idea where. It's gone somewhere. But it got an idea for doing a thing for the doing a thing for what you call it. So when it works, it works so well. That's what it is. Actually, let's see if I have some. Yeah, I'm just doing a live stream now on Instagram. Look. Yeah, Instagram. I'm going to see if Jodie will come on live actually for us. Maybe. We will see. We'll keep this on anyway for a bit. Now I'm going to be looking at two cameras now. I know I'm going to have my keyboard here actually, but I don't have a keyboard for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. But yeah, if you guys watched the streams 2 weeks ago, and I was talking about that guy, Ted Poley. There's another video of his that came up, and it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Just the picking up the pieces song was it's like what? The guy seriously there. If you're wondering on Instagram, guys, I'm streaming live on YouTube tonight, and I'm streaming on here as well. So I'm doing 2 streams tonight on here. Becky's joined. Hello, Becky. Maybe we might get a JoJo one. We'll see. I'm looking at 2 cameras here. So basically, Mr. Poley was a twat. Ted Poley is just Have you ever seen his? He did an EP. He did an EPK of his album Beyond the Fade. I mean, I talked about the last few streams ago, and I mentioned about how he got interviewed. He's stupid. He's such a nutter. He's a joke. He's so really thingy on it. He's just he's a character and a half. But he's really bizarre. I don't think I really want to get into his music. I mean, it just sounded like a comedy sort of like band he was in. For that, I'm thinking, why? Why that for? Why a comedy band when you're doing other songs? Right? Or maybe they write about it, to be honest, to see how things go. He's stupid. Yeah, Ted Poley is a dick. Yeah, that's what you should say. He just thinks everything goes his own way. He likes things so fine. The joys of entertainment, you guys. Alright, a few things I want to mention. Angry Penguin. Yeah, I really haven't had time to do it. I've been just working so much on these music things and stuff. I was supposed to go and get it done this week, but due to the pet, she was ill for a couple of days because her paw was keep bleeding. But now she's healed, fabulous. So she's healing very nicely now. As you know, the other week I think we had a thing. The week that we went out on that, then obviously we went to there, but obviously it didn't work. But it's still gonna happen. The next one I've got planned, the rock and roll disco one, that is still in process. In fact, I spoke to 3 people actually about it. They would be interested to come and do it with us. And oh yeah, the other thing happened this week as well. I was speaking about like music and stuff about this company. I got in touch with I was speaking to 3 girls in they were in Riley's on Thursday, and I spoke to these 3 girls, and they were in a band, and they were really interesting. They were really interesting. It sparked off a really good thing actually. It was really good, and I think it just really sparked off quite a lot of things, and it really did actually, and it was really good, and yeah, I was kind of really interested with it because it was really good, so I was happy with it actually. So I got speaking to them. Oh hey Jodie, hey darling, I'm streaming live on YouTube. If you want to come on camera, that's fine by me. I don't mind. But from the Queens, not nice. But I spoke to these three people anyway, and they they heard the song. What was it? The song "In the Name of Love," which I've just recorded for moi, and I've just literally finished it today, and it sounds brilliant. And I said to these 3, I said, listen to this song, not my version, but the original, and they were all outside having a fag, and they were singing "In the Name of Love," and I was like, "Well, we've started here," because I wanted to hear it. And it was like, okay, yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. And I want to do like a flash of like goes, my heart is like a sword. Guess what I've got tonight, Jodie? Look, I've got retailers. I really don't like this actually. They're horrible. Please, retailer. But anyway, but that's the kind of thing that happened really for that. That was really good. But I do recommend that the three. What was it called? Some of the albums anyway that I recommend, but they are good. They are good. But yeah, but if you guys are wanting to get a hold of your hands on this thing is available from, well, it's supposed to be 11th, but we're changing the date now, so this will be available soon. She's actually joined me tonight, actually live on the stream, which is nice, and she's to be happy. She's to be happy tonight. So we talked about the Queen thing anyway. We talked about this before, so we can get rid of that thing now. So we are now going to talk about something else now, and something else actually pretty very good. So Devon's just basically being as she is. She's just saying, "I just want sleep." Whoa! I just want sleep. Oh damn! Oh, is it still on? What's still on? Sorry, my phone has just fallen down. It's because it's been on that stupid works thing today. Oh yeah, I found that as well, would you believe? Look, I found my works rewards card. Keep that for next time, because good things are going to happen. That's my new slogan now. So yeah. So if you have tuned in earlier on, just quickly say, we had an audition yesterday with Bethany, and we had some I haven't had any devastating news. We just basically, after yesterday's audition, we recorded it yesterday. We really should play you a track. And she sang Chains of Love, Walking Away from Love, which is the ones I wrote. And then I did a test with her on 2 songs she did. And the test one were really good. But today, she has made a decision not to continue because she does not want to be a singer. Because she said to me that she just feels she doesn't want to do it because she's very nervous. I mean, she was crapping herself yesterday. She really was. She sat in this very room and she sat right there and the microphone was there and the voice was really good. Actually, I am actually going to play you a bit of what she did yesterday because Chains worked out amazing. So, Jodie, you'll get to hear this as well. So this is Bethany singing Chains of Love. And I'll tell you what. Oh, it's already opened. This is the song that I did a couple of days ago. And this is the one with Bethany on it. Now, you tell me, guys, whether I should put this in the mix for this next project I'm doing. So I'd love to do this, but check this out. You probably won't be hear it on the camera because you actually can through OBS. Jodie's vocals come up. No, sorry, it's the other one. My phone's basically acting up, guys. My phone's acting up again. What's it doing? Oh, there we are. And Jodie's gone. Jodie's gone now. I'm going to end the stream on Instagram, so I'm just playing it for some. I don't know what's going on Instagram. Instagram's being such a pain in the ass. I'm going to end the stream on Instagram now. Jordy's gone. She's there. Probably gone. You know what I hate about these apps is Jody. These apps are rubbish. It doesn't say end it. Okay, we'll just do it the other way then. Right, that's fine. So now we'll. Okay, so let's close that. Now we'll go back to Instagram. And we're not going to do live on Instagram now. We're just base it off that. But But anyway, that is what she did yesterday. But unfortunately, she decided she wanted to go, so she didn't want to continue with it. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with it as well. It's absolutely fine. Just hope she's alright. So basically, yeah, I just had the initiative idea to try something anyway with it, which was fine, and it was great. But I just think that she would have been thinking on it. And get well soon, Jodie, because she isn't very well today. Yeah, she hasn't been very well for a couple of days. Oh, nice. And she says she's doing a new drawing as well, so that'll be fantastic. So, can't wait. Get well soon. Give it a nice heart as well to see if she doesn't that. Which is fine. So yeah, that's some stuff I've been working on for a couple of days. Just been basically doing that. Sent me a new photo as well. She sent me. Ooh. Now she sent me a picture of a dragon. Very, very nice. Now I tell you what, I'm actually going to show you guys what she does. She is an amazing artist. I mean, she is phenomenal. Forget me OBS up here. She draws amazing pictures. She's just drew that tonight. If you can see, that is her drawing, and that's wow. That is really, really phenomenal. I'm just going to tell her when you come. Yeah, because we are thinking about putting a little bit of a memorial thing for Jodie on here and put her little drawings on here as well. Because actually, I'm going to send her a quick thing. I'm going to send her a picture, not this. Go on the other way. That's what you want. That's it. And that wall there. Well, yeah, actually, all that wall there, because that's actually pretty big. Put all of her artistry on there. Yeah, the red space here is actually there. So I can turn the camera off for you guys. Say, for example, this part here. This is where my thing is here. This wall here is where she's put all her stuff there. So, and it'll be good because it'll give us some inspiration to write as well, and it'll be really interesting just to really find out what's going on with it as well. Oh yeah, the other thing is the other thing that happened also this week. The the mixer, this mixer was acting up so funny this week. When I was recording all the other albums and things, and some weird things happened to me, which was bizarre, you know. But yeah, we fixed it all, which is good. Right, we've been on for 2 hours now in this stream. I think we will. If we don't get any more questions, or anything else that you guys want to talk about, we will leave this for tonight, and we will come back next week with the stream. I would have normally been on at 7 o'clock, but obviously I thought we'd make it now and early so everybody could have their own chat on say tonight and what they want to do, and see what happens anyway with it. Somebody wants to go somewhere. Yeah. Michael says, what's your opinion on the new Axel Rudy Pell album? The new Axel Rudy Pell album is phenomenal. It is brilliant. Very impressed actually with it. He's gone right back to the early days of sort of times. He really has. Go downstairs, then we go through with you. Go see Grandma. Go see Grandma. I don't need to go downstairs for you. Go see Grandma. Go see Grandma. Okay. The new Axel Rudy Pell album. I heard 2 tracks off the album, and it's gone right back to Blackmore times. Blackmore days, Blackmore nights, Hollywood nights. I heard Hollywood Nights by Bob Seger. He's in the road. So cool. Between the Walls is my favourite. Between the Walls is also a good album as well. The Black Moon Pyramid album is the longest album he's ever recorded. Black Moon Pyramid is brilliant. All the songs are like Lose Your Soul, I'ma Touch the Rainbow. It just got sort of years. I think were great. When Joey Gorelli came in and did his phenomenal work on that thing. He even did that Hardline album's pretty good. Human Nature, that's a brilliant album. That I recommend that. One of the tracks I like on the Axel Rudy Pell, the last one he brought out, is Burning Chains. Pure Blackmore riffs on it. Phenomenal. I really like that guy actually. I've got all his albums. I've got the early albums. Compilation stuff I keep away from, but it's there anyway. But phenomenal guy, really phenomenal. He's just identical to Blackmore, like that. There's a lot of songs that by his catalogue. He's so brilliant. But he listens to a lot of Blackmore. Gets all those Blackmore riffs and stuff. He's really brilliant. And I also like the other one I like is the I can't remember what the other one was now. The other one was there's another one. Magic and The Clown Is Dead. The Clown Is Dead is so brilliant. That is an amazing ballad. I'd love to cover that with Geordie one of these days. I'd love to. Black Moon Pyramid is brilliant. You don't like the production though, isn't it? It's a bit hit and miss, that one. It's kind of alright. It's alright. It's just kind of, it lacks a lot of guitar work on it. Some of it's all not there. Some of it's kind of a bit messy. It's kind of really just. The drums on it is a bit pants as well. But Black Moon Pyramid is pretty good. But the best one, I think, actually the recent one he brought out, the Storm album, the last track on that, the bonus track, White Cats, is phenomenal. Opus 4, White Cats, no lyrics on it at all. but fucking great guitar work on it. I love that guy. And Fool, 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 Fool. That was the first time when I ever heard of Jeff Scott Soto on that song. And I wondered, who the fuck is this? And when I actually repelled, I never heard the guy, and I heard that Fool, Fool. And I wanted to hear it, and I went, fuck me. And I like that Hole in the Sky. And Hole in the Sky, and there's a load of his songs he writes. It's really amazing. His music is great. I like guitarists who really go to work on albums. I mean, Axel Repel's released 35 albums now. John Landay, he's another one who's amazing. John Landay can just be my soul savior for a time. I think he could be the next Dio. He did that album Dio. He did the heavy rock radio album. He did that. He did what's the other one he did? He did that other one. He did one of them. But I like the only thing that's bad, not a bad thing, not like this. Coming soon. Just trying to think. The only bad guitarist, not a bad guitarist. I would say he's a phenomenal guitarist and a crazy dude. Thing is Yngwie Malmsteen. He is just brilliant, but I lost it with him because when I heard the song I See the Light Tonight, which is phenomenal, and I'm a Warrior, I Am a Viking, those two songs were phenomenal songs. But the thing about him is he is, I know he's neoclassical guitarist and everything else, but he's a phenomenal guitarist, but I just think that for me, I would stay safe with one in one compilation that came out, and that was the greatest hit. Because the rest of it is fantastic, but he's a great guitarist. But I really lost interest in it. I have no idea why. I just did. A lot of things went on with it, and I had a good feeling about when I was doing that. Actually, that's the thing. When I was doing that this new project that I'm doing now called Passions United, which is based on Passion Records and the music by Nigel Stock, which I am really looking forward to doing this one. And I think me and Jodie could work on this very good actually. We basically just because she hasn't heard any of these songs yet, but enough to say, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, and she's cool. Malmsteen makes bad sounding records for years now. He has. It's just a shame that he was not recognised as in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he never got the recognition that he never got. That's why he's never ever seen in public anymore. He spends all his money on guitars, £7,000 on guitars. He's a brilliant guitarist, but not for me. And then Chris will say to me, "Why did you go off Malmsteen for?" Well, he's just okay, but I just think it's a kind of Canadian thing. I think it is. I mean, one of the guitarists I do like at the minute is the lead guitarist in Cat Kiggin Van Tina. If you've never heard of Kicking Valentina's new song, Eat and Run, if you've never heard the song Crazy, go and play it. But they're not signed to Frontiers Records because they're a different label. Because the Frontiers decided not to. Well, it wasn't Frontiers' decision, but it was somebody else's decision. Get in. Get in. Get in. You got there. But he wasn't. But unfortunately, Kicking Valentina couldn't get signed to Frontiers because some label got them. Nuclear Blast signed them, I think. Yeah, I know what I'll tell you guys. What I was going to tell you tonight. Well, we were talking. Remember, we were talking about the industry thing before. We were talking about all the contracts and things going on with it. Okay. Here's something me and Chris actually agreed on with a couple of days ago. A few weeks ago. When I was at his house a few weeks ago, months ago now. I was at his house for a while. Devin, calm down. Bands that I really like and bands that I really don't like. So you're going to be thinking to me, well, Tez, what are you going to tell me now? And I'll tell you this anyway. Let's get everything out on the table tonight. Let's talk about bands, okay? Bands I like: FM, Crocus, Issa, Revolution Saints, Moonland, Wet, Jessica Soto, JSS Band, John Landay, and many more I can think of, but I'll leave it there for now. But here's something that me and Chris agreed on, and I think it was a good idea that we did not want this band anymore, because they just went downhill after this, and it was the band Black Star Riders, which is the Thin Lizzy band. Black Star Riders, disappointed with them, very disappointed. The first two albums were very good. The third album that came out, I was very disappointed with it. It was not what I wanted to hear. I don't know why they decided to choose to have backing singers on it, and they should have really kept it to what they did. Nothing worked on that third album. It was terrible. Killer Instinct was very good, but this third album that came out, unfortunately, is a pass. Listened to every track on it, and I didn't feel any vibe from it at all. I felt that they just went in a different territory for it. I think Nuclear Blast actually just pushed them too hard, and they said, "You guys have got to change your sound," and they did. There's no Thin Lizzy riffs on that album at all. There's nothing I can't understand why. Well, I was saying this before in my stream. If you go back a few minutes ago, I was saying about like why is it the management's got to say you've got to do it this way? It's the band who makes the decision, not the manager. And Nuclear Blast has been going through changes for a couple of whiles, especially since Monte Dickhead Connor came in, and again he's messed people's lives. He's messed up everything. He has to mess up every band up. So I don't want to hear that. So fair dues. But Black Star Riders were a good band. Unfortunately, I've lost interest in them now. I wasn't impressed. The first album was fucking great. The second album was very good. But the third album was pants. So I don't recommend it. My dog's going crazy downstairs. She's barking like crazy downstairs. We're going to be here for at least another half an hour, and then we'll be off. Try and get this sorted out. Wait, it's been a weird stream tonight. Next stream will be live back here. Well, I don't know, because we might be having changes next week. We've now had to change next week's routine because with Jodie being ill, I can't say to her, when can you come in? And he goes, it's not my decision, it's her decision. She makes it. But she's moving. Moving next week, and next week's going to be bloody tight. So that's why we're just going to delay it for another till the weekend. I think next weekend if possible. So hopefully, we'll get our sort out next week for her. But she don't worry, she will be coming. I just know when the hell she's coming. It's one thing. But I don't make decisions. I decide. I just say to her, whenever you're free, I'm not going to push you. Just let me know when you're free. Come in the studio. Come do the tracks another day. That's all I say. Why can't? That's what I was saying before. Why can't you just do it like that? I'm being like Chandler off Matt LeBlanc of Friends. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. This is the thing I actually realised. The Friends movie comes out as well. Shock horror. What? You'd be thinking, what the hell? And you'd be thinking, yeah, it's true, happening. So it is happening, and I'm happy for it actually. I think it'll be a success. They got all the guys back together, and the Friends movie is happening. So, and it'll be great. if the script's been written by Kaufman, Crane, and Bryce, and if Kevin Bryce directing it, oh my god, that would be phenomenal to see. So, looking forward to that. I like Friends. I love the show. I liked the show for 10 years, and it was a great show. And then after going from that, going to Fuller House, which is, as I understand, Fuller House could not be getting renewed because Jeff Franklin's left the show now. I don't know what's going on with it. There's not been the fourth season's been confirmed, but I don't know what's going on with it. So I don't know. Won't know any more information until Warner Bros. Releases a statement. I mean, they never released a statement on Twitter. It said obviously that Jeff Franklin has to go because he's been acting very, 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 very silly. Very silly. It's only because he was pushing it for Netflix. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to push for Netflix to get this next season out. We just said, yeah. And he's going, yeah, but I want to do it this way. And that's why I think, oh, well, too silly for him. So, anyway. I don't watch TV. As you guys know, I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV. It's crap. It's just nothing but pointless, meaningless rubbish. There is a show on the afternoons man watches called The Chase. And I actually love that show. And it would be a great idea to go on there actually and just get some money. But that's a good show. That I like that show. It's at least something that's just not bloody scripted out there anyway. But very good show that, and also the other one that's Tipping Point as well. I mean that is another good show as well. I don't know who the guy's name is. Ben somebody. But he is actually very good at presenting this. He's funny actually as well. And then I don't watch morning TV because I can't stand it. It's annoying. Kyle's program's been going on for many years now. I wish that show would just end, please. It's way too much bloody drama on there. And it's not even real. You're thinking, is this all real or not? It's like, nah, it's not real. It's like they are acting it, but they're stories that they've been told about. You know, that's them. But they've got their own things to say about it. They go, you have to act it out this way, but they don't actually do that. They do there's a hotel next door to the Cal studio called Media City, and there's a Premier Inn directly over the road where the studio is, and that's where they all stay in there because they all get called and say, what time I'm going to go to the studio for? And they all do it at 12 in the afternoon. So it gets recorded at 12 o'clock. You may think it's actually recorded at 9:25. It isn't. It's just the schedule's been booked in for, like they say, they record it at 12 in the afternoon, straight through till 5, and but when it gets all heated up and debated, which is not fucking real anyway, it's all she started on me and all that. It's like, come on. It's like, I don't want. I'm very glad I'm not in a relationship myself anyway. There's something you don't know. I've been a single guy in my life, actually. I was in 2 relationships before, but nothing worked. I was in a relationship with a girl called Katie, and it didn't work. And a girl called I can't remember who else it is now, but anyway, but it didn't work. And but I've been single all my life, and I just be a new woman. But I'm only joking, guys. I don't really need a woman. No, I like to be a single guy. I like to have my mum, obviously. My mum's not very well at the minute because she's going through a bad thing. But I just do what I want. I do what I want in this room. Because it's mine. Queen room is mine now. So yeah. I mean, after the stream's over, I'm gonna replay back the stream from two weeks ago where I went like that. Who would I don't know, even that one. I think that's the funniest part of that stream when I did it. It was funny. The best stream that I did this week and in the studio work was Wednesday. I had an amazing Wednesday. That Wednesday was brilliant. I did a stream of Driving Down the Road Again, which is a song that I'll be writing for Johnny's second album, and we've been doing all these crazy ideas to go do the actions to it and everything else, and that was a brilliant day. Jodie was not feeling very well and she was down, and I thought I'll go live in the afternoon and see if she comes on. She came on. She stayed with the whole stream, and she laughed so hard, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, coming. 1 second, guys. Just a few minutes, and I'll take you, okay? Few minutes, Devin. I'll take you in a few. Just calm down. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to leave the stream for tonight. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a bizarre stream tonight for it. But unfortunately, I have to leave because somebody wants you know what. And I have to go. Just a quick update, guys. I'll let you guys know the album Dead Inside. The preview tracks are still on YouTube. You may go and you may actually go and listen to this if you want to after the stream. Leave a comment on that video, and I'll get back to you guys soon. Like an entertainment page, and the next stream might be next Saturday. And I'll give you an update on the album because everybody wants this precious woman here. Everybody wants Dead Inside, and it's really phenomenal. So it's cool. So that's it tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to Mikkel. Thank you to Johnny. Thank you to the people tuned in. Digi the robot. some blue over and white cable. But I have to go, guys, I'm afraid, because I have to take you-know-who to a WALK. And I'm back with you guys next Saturday for another chat. So I'll see you guys later. Until then, have a great weekend. And have a great bank holiday Monday, by the way, because tomorrow is no business tomorrow. See you later, guys. Cheers. Bye.